What's up, guys? This is JamesBl0nde with OnRPG.com with your weekly news update for the week of May 6th. And this week, only at OnRPG, OnRPG's newest writer Speedo DK revives OnRPG's Heroes of Newerth column with his look at Ellonia. This article shows how nearly all of Ellonia's abilities are skill shot and combo based, giving her a high skill cap yet still being accessible and enjoyable to newer, less experienced players due to extremely short cooldowns of her abilities. Check out this article for more details about Ellonia. In the latest Esports column at OnRPG, Kluey sums up the events of GSL Code S Round of 8 and makes predictions for the upcoming Round of 4. He also discussed if StarCraft 2 can come up behind the huge shadow made by Brood War on the esports scene. Meticulous Meta recaps the California Player Summit and offers us a look into the near future of City of Heroes in the latest Metaverse. This time, Meta lets us in on some power sets we weren't supposed to know about, costumes that are on the horizon, and the possible revamping of zones. Hian goes way in depth with his impressions of Guild War II's beta weekend in a two-part article. In the first article, Hian breaks down what makes the game so epic. In this article, he states the game is so huge, its biggishness can only be expressed with made-up words. In part 2 of his impressions, Hian mentions the two different types of PvP, structured and world versus world, and explains how ArenaNet hasn't forgotten its legacy. OnRPG journalist Mary Quiet Contrary offers up a history lesson on World of Warcraft, breaking down each of the expansions released so far, detailing the good, the bad, and the ugly of each. Dizzy PW has started up a new TERA column exclusively for those in love with the game's lore. In it, he mixes his own story with the actual game story to tell the tale of his journey through Arbora. This is an article unlike any other found at OnRPG, told from the character's perspective, so make sure you don't miss out on more to come. And finally, I'm back in action this week with my impressions of FireFall. It took me a little while to get my impressions up, but I give you a good idea of what to look forward to in this groundbreaking title, only at OnRPG. The biggest news of this week is no doubt Elder Scrolls Online being revealed. What we know is limited, but some of what we know so far is that it's developed by ZeniMax Online Studios. It takes place a millennium before the events of Skyrim and has an open world warfare PvP with 3 player factions. Stay tuned to OnRPG for future updates on information about this next-gen MMO. Meanwhile, head over to check out the trailer. Another huge event this week, TERA has officially launched in North America and Europe along with a new North American launch trailer. Frogster has also begun a new developer blog series focusing on various elements of TERA, and this week we look at combat and fighting big-ass monsters, using the importance of placement, the chain skill system, and timing. In TERA, you really have to rely on your team, their actual skill, not just their classes or characters. And this video shows that it's this kind of action that makes TERA special. Rusty Hearts released a new free playable character called Leila, who is the younger sister of Roselle. And like her older sister, Leila is a master of mid-range combat with lightning-fast attacks and punishing skills. And don't let her size fool you, as she can rack up huge combos with her enemy juggling attacks and lead any team to victory. Game developer King's Isle, who is known for their family-friendly wizard-based MMORPG Wizard 101, has announced they will soon be publishing Pirate 101 in the same manner. This game allows players to create their own pirate to sail through the Skyway in hopes of treasure and daring quests. The game will also feature a new strategy-style combat system to learn and master. And speaking of strategy-style combat, Wakfu launched Update 1.2 with plenty of balance changes as well as a release of the new Rogue class. The Rogue class are known for their use of do-it-yourself tools, weapons, and gadgets to carry out their schemes, and are masters of illusion. Check out the latest Rogue class spotlight at OnRPG.com. I am sad to say there are no current giveaways as of right now. Sorry! But don't worry, there looks to be some new ones coming towards the end of the week, so keep an eye out for those at the events section at OnRPG. And that's going to wrap up the news for this week. If you're looking for more information on the topics discussed in the news this week, check the links in the description below, or just hang out with us over at OnRPG.com. But first, hit that like button. I'm JamesBl0nde. See you out there, gamers.